Hello, we here? We here? Hello, chat. Yeah. Excuse me. There was an error on the chat window, and I couldn't see chat. So it's fixed itself now. I stopped streaming and started streaming again. I didn't know what to do, so I stopped streaming and started streaming again. So people are going to get a second notification. That's going to be really annoying. Sorry about that. Relax, relax. Anyway, let's go back to the stream, and we'll carry on. Expand L30. I wanted to deorbit it. Oh, we got that other thing in orbit, and we want to deorbit that as well. Got this thing here. Oh, there's no fuel in it. I think I was going to use this to try and go outside Kerbin's sphere of orbit and then try and bring back some of the useless stages we got out there in solar orbit. Is there anything else up here we can deorbit? All right, this is how long has this been around? Was this? Oh, this was a very early game. I think it was the first thing I ever took to the moon. So I think we should deorbit this. Deorbit this. It's called deorbit Alder Tug. looks really good, doesn't it? Looks really good. Waterfall effects. Oh, it's way out there. It's way out there. Okay, we'll bring that back from there. Oh, hello, Nabito. Hang on, let me just pause what I was listening to on the other monitor. Hello, Nabito. Yeah, I might have done. It might have indicated that I've got two live streams this evening because I did a live stream just now and then chat wasn't showing. So I'm glad you come into chat just now because I stopped the first live stream I'd done this evening because chat wasn't working, and then chat was working when I did the second one. Yeah, I'm okay this evening. How are you? I mean, it could be better. I mean, I was going to stream. What was it called? Derail Valley earlier, but I had some life issues to do. Hello, Kimi. Hello, Kimi. Yes, it's the second live stream I've put out this evening because the first one lasted about 2 minutes when I realised chat wasn't working for some odd reason, but it's working now. I'm glad you come in here and chatted so I can see that it's working. Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do tonight, or first thing we're doing tonight, the first thing we are doing is there's an old tug. It's one of my first tugs is in orbit. And we want to deorbit it. Could be better, to be honest with you. Yeah, could all be better. Yeah, kick down for life and stuff. Yeah, it's being honest, isn't it? Too many people just say, fine, I'm nice, and you're okay, Okay. Yeah, you weren't here yesterday, were you, Nabito? As Kimmy was here when I was streaming last night. Right. 111, 100 something odd meters per second built to burn off. Okay. Yeah, with Kimmy being here, we'll work on that plane thing, that monstrosity we were working on last night, or early yesterday, or in the last stream. Later, we'll test it with parachutes, I think, just to see if we can actually get it to work, and then take it off from the water. Oh, what I'm going to do, this is a really old tug. I believe it was the first tug I had, and it's my first thing I got out to the moon. So, and it's hanging around doing nothing. I don't like its design. It's going to be deorbited now. Because it's just hanging about. It's just junk. I mean, we could try and pick it up and transport it around to KSC if we can get it to thing. Like keep old stuff as a museum, because I've got one thing at a space center. It was the first craft I got outside of Kerbin's sphere of influence, and I've got it as a museum piece at the space center. So I wonder if you could do the same with this. Of course, the panels are going to break off on the way down. And caps lock to go a bit slower on the RCS. It's got no stability, that's why it's not working. There you go. We've got it. It's more or less straight. It's not perfect, is it? It's not perfect. Should we try it like that? Bring it back like that? F5. Well, it's got no fuel in it. It's got no fuel in it. It's got... Yeah, it's a bit ugly in it. It's a bit... Well, it's very early game. Because when I built this, it actually had the old version of this engine, the Poodle engine, on it. And as it's been updated, it's got the new version of the Poodle. Control from here. Right. So, yeah, they're shut down and locked. So, could work, in my opinion. What's that? Moving this to a museum, or you're talking about your own work? Right, if we retract the antenna because we don't need it. F5. That's whether we've got enough fuel to deorbit this. So like this has got docking ports on it, albeit at the back for whatever reason. I know we could like try picking up with the docking port and have a cradle up here to cradle it and make a machine that can pick it up, and then we can carry it around KSC if we can get it back to KSC. If it lands in the water, what's going on, Harry? Hello, Gary Blue. At the moment, we're just deorbiting this. This is a really old tug that we don't need anymore. And, you know, I've had this for years and years. It's like 10 years old, this tug. It's just deorbiting it. This is not a contract mission. This is just one of our old tugs. This is a career game, though, so money does have an issue. This is why we got this like graph up here that shows the money over time we've got, because this is a career game, so money is a factor. We have to pay. So we're trying to get. No, we don't have many mods. Do have a few mods, but not many. We have the only structural mods we've got are some science experiments and the aviation lights. That's it. Just the aviation lights and some science experiments. That's all we got as structural mods. So yeah, we're gonna deorbit this. Then we were just talking about with chat just now. We're talking about whether we can try and keep this and have it moving around as a museum piece, because it's a really old tug. It's really with the science lab, mobile processing lab on it. So I was just considering that. We'll see it if we can get it close enough to the space center. Then we might do that. We might try and keep this in one piece as a museum piece. Yeah, it's got the flag of Glamorgan on it. So just decreasing the size of the orbit. I do the deorbit burn for around about 81, 82 by 81 by 82. So I'm just looking at the periapsis, not going too fast so we don't overshoot. So just take it slowly. It will survive re-entry. I think it'll survive. The solar panels will break off because they're single-use solar panels. They're not retractable solar panels. They'll break off. They'll be dead. But I think the main bulk of it will survive. So what it is, this is my deorbiting craft. This is deorbiting craft. We've got a bunch. We've got 8 parachutes on there. And again, we've used this design for years. And it just deorbits junk in orbit, basically. Because I tried to bring all the junk back to KSC if we don't have a use for it, to try and get funds back from the returned parts. And then if they land away from the Space Center, if they land in the sea or land on the land, we've actually got a fleet of vehicles who can go and pick up stages and bring them back. And that's what we might work on later, because at the end of last stream, we were messing around with an aircraft. Let's call it some sort of aircraft that can pick stages up out of the water, if we can get it to work. So we'll try and work on that later. But we may need to take on a couple of contracts to get our money up as well. Because I like to, if we pump the fuel to the big tank and to try re-entry retrograde. No, I'll just do it like this. I don't like cross-feeding through the... you can't cross-feed through the there, can you? Through the grabbing unit. And this has no fuel in it. So we're just using this to do the deorbit. Plus, we've got a bunch of other restrictions, like only using realistic engines and things like that. It's like no nervers, unless a nerver is used in real life. And that air-breathing rocket engine that is in game. How long do I play KSP? A long time, since beta. When I've got 1,600 something hours are logged on Steam. Like 1,600 hours logged on Steam. Yeah, on my channel about a week or so ago, I posted a bar chart of the games I play regularly and how many hours I've got in them. So, I mean, I've only got 1,600 hours. There's people with far more than that. There's people... Yeah, I've been playing it for 10 years. More than 10 years? Yeah, probably that. Yeah, more than that. Because, I've lived in this house for 12, 13 years. So, yeah, I've been playing it for 10 years. Because I'm sure I was playing it before I moved here. Because it was in beta for a long time before I went for version 1. Yeah, like I said, there's people with far more hours in KSP. Like if I recall, there's a review. I think it's on Steam with just one word, MEH, meh, and the person has logged over 3,000 hours playing KSP. I'm sure it's KSP that has that review on Steam. Oh, the launch stage as well for the deorbiting probe we bring back to KSC as well. Right. Retrograde. We'll do F5 now. Yeah, we do a roundabout by here, the deorbit burn. just to remain consistent. F5 and burn. We've got a little habitation over there on the other side of the on Kerbria. Now, my concern with this is I don't think we're perfectly aligned with it, so it may wibble a bit or go out of control a little bit. I'm not sure. That's my concern. Because this thing is meant to be deorbit junk. It's meant to deorbit junk rather than things we actually want to keep. Or, deorbiting things in orbit that we've got to bring back. Contracts. Those solar panels. Explosions intended. And I'm doing stuff on the other monitor as well. Right, if we can get it around there. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. It's not slowing down fast enough. It's going to be in the drink now, aren't we? Yeah. Doing well. Well, we're close enough. Oh, close enough. If we're in the water, we got vehicles that can pick it up out the water. Are we still too high up to use the chutes? Get over the runway, come on, come on. No, we missed the runway. Well, that's not bad, is it? We're close enough, we can still pick this up and move it around. Yeah, we've got some creative ways to bring stuff back. We often use chutes. We do actually have planes and things and space gliders that can come back. And that's an SSTO there that would work if we can get it to be refueled. We're actually doing mods for this game. Yeah, lots of people use mods, especially when there's a huge number of mods available. Right, hang on. I want it to sit on its side. I don't want to go. Oh, damn it. No, it's going. It's going. Ah, bust. Oh, thank you for the sub. Oh, we busted it. It's all busted. Oh, great. Oh well, let's not save it. No, it's like what we could do is just keep the pod as a museum piece and get rid of that, couldn't we? All right, we'll do that. So what are we going to do with this? We're going to try and pick it up. Go to the space center. The bulk of it came back. Yeah, I mean, it's not as if the whole thing blew up or anything. It's not as if we lost everything. Because what it is, I've got a thing over there, the L33 Kerbalizer museum piece. I believe that's the first vehicle I got to go outside of Kerbin's sphere of influence, so I stuck it over there as a museum piece. But there is a factor of the game that if you have too many pieces within a certain distance, then it can cause problems. So that's why I stuck it over there. Now we could try and move it further away. You know, stick a museum somewhere else. I mean, EJ, the other Kerbal streamer, stuck it over there on the island, on his old streams. Right, let's go here. I've got a vehicle that can pick this thing up. Don't know what it's called though. I haven't used it for a long time. Don't know what it's called. What stuff we got? I'm just looking at the pictures, looking for it. Scratch. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we got a version of this with a grabber arm on top. .27A grabber. There we go. Let's stick a. No, get out of there, Valentina. We want an engineer in there. Edney's done a lot of driving lately. And yeah, it's got stuff in it. Save, launch. I'm looking at the other monitor, see if there's anything I can listen to. Okay. F5. I know I pressed F5, but I want to try and, you know, if things break, we don't have to reload every time. We could have reloaded that back from orbit again, couldn't we? But we, no. Take our losses. No, be honest about our losses when we have them. Again, I don't know what the hell's that for. All right. it's got little what's it called? Ullage motors or whatever they're called on it. Separatrons. What are the separators on the side to make it go faster? I think I must have picked up something at some point, and I got annoyed with how long it was taking to drive to places. So we've got this massive gantry thing, and one of our vehicles is a massive gantry thing that picks stages up. No, it's even far bigger than this. And I stuck jet engines or rocket engines on it once, and it killed a lot of Kerbals. And yeah, I'm more careful after that now. Because remember, we want to try and get stuff to the runway to get 100% on parts. I see the bulk of it's gone. Right, if we can. There is a bug in this game. There's sometimes when you try to grab stuff with the little grabber, it goes away. It starts flying away. We've lost it. Right, so we've got that. We've got the servo. We've got one, 2, 3, 4. Okay, F5. F5, yeah. Well, this is what we're going to do. F5, right? Okay. Go on, concentrate, Edney. Edney's got to do it. Go on, we have faith in you, Edney. Got it. See, you got this bug where bits fly off, and you can't grab that now. See, it'll just keep going on forever. This is a bug here that's been in Kerbal since forever. You'll never grab that. See? F9. I don't like taking the loss on that when it's a bug. It's the Kraken's taking it. Damn Kraken's taking it. I haven't seen this bug before. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the physics glitch that allows you to have infinite thrust engines, like made of landing gear. There's another bug in Kerbal I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking about this morning when I was sat on the toilet of all things, whereas you can make a box. You can make a box and put a landing gear in it. And the landing gear, if you retract it inside this box and then extend the landing gear, it's pushing against the bottom of the box and it creates thrust. Because it's like the landing gear is pushing against the ground, but if it's pushing against something that's connected to itself, it creates thrust and pushes, and you've got an infinite engine, a Kraken drive. That's it? Is that what they called it? Crack and drive? Yeah, I think that's what they called it, crack and drive. So you've seen it, haven't you? I'm not sure. Was it ever patched out before development was stopped? Because that's a really game-breaking thing. Kraken. Never. It was never patched out. All right. Excuse me. All right. What are we looking at? We're looking at this. Actually, I'm going to just recover this. This thing here, I'll just recover it and just take the loss on the. It's only going to be a few funds anyway. Take the loss. Uh, 98% percent of value. Grab the side and pull it close to you. Yeah, so with this, are we gonna grab it there or grab it on the bigger piece? Grab it around the back. Or add to your some sort of legs on the front. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah, so you can pick it up. So you can pick stuff up rather than grabbing it. So you can actually pick stuff up. That sounds like a good idea. It sounds like a better actually idea. Sounds like a better idea. Pick stuff up. I mean, we've got other vehicles. I mean, we could. There's a docking port on this. It does mean making something. I'd rather not use the grabber on stuff we're going to use again, to be honest, because it's like we're damaging things. Because this would be going into a museum, I guess it doesn't matter. F5. We've got it. I need to leave you for now. See you later. All right. Thanks for being here, Gary. Thanks for the sub. All right. Hang on. I could do more weight on the back. Have Kerbal to sit there. Damn it. Could do with more weight on the back. Hmm. Totally professional. Why? Why? Sorry. This is, yeah, so professional. So professional. Slowly. You know, if you decrease the. Screenshot this. Don't press F12 for a screenshot. There we go. The machine. Oh, hang on, we got a disable talk on here. There's disable talk. Disable talk. Sorry. Coughing when you're listening to this. Wibble, wibble, wibble. So now if we can get it to the museum way over there, maybe it's best not to go up the ramp. It just looks... It's shallower by there on the runway, so we can cross the runway. We've got to get down the other side though as well. I mean, an alternative is to get a Kerbal out here, you know, an engineer, and then stick wheels on this and get it to wheel itself over there. But then, you know, that's something we could do. Try and not go too fast. Don't take fast corners, or don't go too fast. Don't accelerate too fast. Don't brake too fast. Maybe that's where we're trying aiming for over there. Oh, there's some science to get over there. There's some science to get. Oh, we'll have to remember there's science over here on KSC to get. So that's one mod I got, is a science alert. It alerts when you got science to collect. When there's science available to collect. Right, remember not to hit space. Fire the Sapatrons now. I'm not firing the Sapatrons now. Don't do it. We've got Sapatrons down there. .2 kilometers. Yeah, this flag is the flag of Glamorgan. That's where I'm from, the flag of Glamorgan. I know people think it might look like citron or something. That's my fave food, maybe. What's that? Food? Did I mention food? It's easy to forget the science you collected, the one and the one you didn't. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why Science Alert is actually a good mod to get. I mean, I don't like installing too many mods, but Science Alert is actually a really good one. Alright, we'll try and stand it up. That's just going to be hard because you grappled it on one side. We may have to ungrapple it and then go around and pick it up again if we just try and stand it up. Alright, don't brake too harshly. Right. Alright, oh, we're on a bit of a slope. Right, F5. Oh, if you could put it down here, if we push it on the wheel side, we're not going to... traverse right. Right, slowly does it, slowly. Concentrate. It's easy to forget. Yeah, I'll just check it. Check in. Yeah, it's easy to forget science you collected. Yeah, I read that from Kimmy. Right now, how are we going to do this? We just drop it from there. Do you think it'll work? Release. Oh, it's over. I got it. Um, how can we do this now? Oh, see, it's done it again. F9. Oh, we still got it here. All right, okay. Yay! There we go. 5. Disarm. Yeah, we're going to recover from the runway. Right. Don't have any contracts, do we? How much cash we got? Sorry, I was just scrolling stuff on the other monitor, and as I'm using the scroll wheel, it's changing the view on Kerbal. That's why we clash. You the goat. What, my Junichi animal, Junichi Dorbit is a goat? Greatest of all time. No, there are better Kerbal streamers. I noticed that the Red Panda was a really old hand at Kerbal. He started streaming Kerbal again this week. Mind you, I was talking to him about Kerbal the other day, so yeah. So the Red Panda on Twitch. And of course, you've got Eric Johnson, you've got Skuru Gamer, and who else? Who else is still streaming Kerbal? There we go. You can recover this. We recovered everything from over there now, haven't we? We recovered that. Okay, 100% of value because we got it back. Edney's there. Right, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What I was thinking about is we had the aeroplane, that monstrosity thing we were working on last time. What was it called? It's recover phase 4, wasn't it? Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4. Recovery 4. It was number 4, wasn't it? Yeah, this thing. I think we've got it all. Yeah. Four. Yeah, it was 4. Thank you, Kimmy. Yeah. Right. We've got parachutes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parachutes. We have to stick some parachutes in the back. Eleven, 12. Thirteen, 14 is enough. 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 parachutes. 1920. There you go. Don't need drogue chutes, it doesn't go fast enough. Centre of mass, centre of pressure. Because we had to use lots of elevator trim last time. So I'm wondering about moving the centre of pressure a little bit further forward, because I was concerned it was too far back, but now I'm thinking it's too far forward. I thought it was too far forward last time. Now I'm thinking it's too far back, because we had to use a huge amount of elevator trim last time. So I'm wondering if you could stick some like canards on there to try and move the central pressure forward. But I'd like to keep all these control surfaces at the back so we've got lots of control. How are we going to do this? Of course, we could just mess it up now, couldn't we? Because we had it working okay last time. I'm not happy with that like little lip for there. Okay. Right, we'll test this now. We'll test this, take off, fly over the water, pop the parachutes and see what happens. Right, get out, Valentina. We don't want you in there. We don't want any Kerbals in there. It'll fly remotely. The root part is that little probe core by there. Yeah, for those who are not here last time, this is a boat that we use to take, we pick up stages out of the water. It originally wasn't meant to have wings. And wings was an idea to try and get it out to down stages faster. And because it's impossible to land on the water, we'll land it with parachutes. We managed to do a circuit with it, didn't we? Kimi was here yesterday. We did manage to do a circuit with it, which was quite impressive. But now we've got to test it. To test it, we've got to get it to fly out over the water, pop the parachutes, land with parachutes because we can't land on the water. Then we'll take off from the water and hopefully come back to KSC and land on the runway. F5. Do a slow save. We haven't done a slow save for a while. Just right. F5 again. Looking down here, put some trim onto it before we start the engines. A little bit of trim. Engines. It has to be slow enough for the parachutes to work. Yeah, it wasn't going very fast last time, was it? It was impressive. It really, really was. It really was. Still needs loads of trim. There we go, flying, flying. Don't go too far. Ready? Because we could assume it was like a down stage in the water. We don't have to be exactly over it. We can always manoeuvre on the water. Right, hands off, completely hands off right now. Engines are idling. Right, so we could have an extra, more parachutes at the front. Morning, Fezix. Yeah, I know. Speed up. Oh. More parachutes needed. I know we shouldn't just flippantly use F9, but I just did. So I say at the front. So if we put another set, one parachutes at the front, two sets of parachutes at the front, and one at the back. Parachutes. Right, is the microphone still on? Yeah, the microphone is still on. More parachutes, yeah, more parachutes. So, of course, it still needs loads of trim, so. It broke by ear, didn't it? Oh, those parachutes didn't duplicate. Didn't realise. Right. Six, 7. Right, that's better. Save. Make sure there's no Kerbals in there. Get out of there. Save. I was thinking about a way to make it absorb the impact. I don't know, put the gear out maybe when we hit the water. Or you can have sacrificial parts on the bottom. You know, you could put like a little box or something on the bottom. Because the second part of the front fuselage is what broke first. Yeah, it was. It was this one, wasn't it? You know, if you could put something underneath that was just a sacrificial part that was likely to break. And we got more parachutes on it now. We'll retest as it is and see how it goes. You got that big single parachute, haven't you? What's that big one? This one. Is this the one? Load. Right, there's no Kerbals on there. So F5. Let trim down, make sure the throttles are down. Trim, set and trim down here. And F5. Oh, I accidentally hit the parachutes. F9. My fault. Sorry, my knees are hurting because I'm sat awkwardly on my chair because there's a cat on the buffet under my desk. There we go. Take the brakes off. Throttle up. Trim is set. 9.4 meters per second. I assume that's vertical speed, is it? Or is that forward speed? Vertical speed. Coming in. Yeah. Because with moon landings, it's recommended to have less than 3 meters per second vertical speed. And we move at 9 there. Or you could try it with the gear out, see if that makes a difference. Gear survived. Gear survived. Right. What parachutes? Right, get the Kerbal out of there. Save, launch. Right, what's there to listen to on the other monitor? Since chat's slowed down, what have we got? We got setting the trim. Yeah, here goes nothing. Hold on to your butts. I'm just adjusting something on the other monitor. That's fine, it's fine, sorry. There you go. I've been popping the chutes when it goes below 100 meters per second. Right, is it hands off, completely hands off, and make sure it comes down more or less flat? Right, we won't jinx it, we won't put a fizz warp in, we'll just keep going. .5 meters per second, so it's slower, 2 meters per second slower, and still brakes. So it's slower, that was 2 meters per second slower. That was 7.5 rather than 9. Come on, load. Because that's a bigger chute, isn't it? Is that enough? Because I think it's 3 meters per second is what I've heard. With landing on the moon and landing on Minmus. So I assume we've got to try and get under 3 meters per second for the water as well. That's a good quote. You're always one decision away from a completely different life. Yeah, like whether I can get this to work or something, and then suddenly get loads of subs and start making money on the channel. Oh look, some of the things are not working. Some of the struts. Are you tired? Yes. Always tired. What is it with these? Look, the what you call it? It's these. What time is it for you? It's 2:16 in the morning. Do you have to get a? No, I don't have to get up early. Was it Thursday tomorrow? Progare. Though I may be going crazy, actually. I mean, like, look at this thing. What is this thing we're working on? This monstrosity. I'll call this 4A because we had to redo some of the what's it called, struts. God, it's going to take a while to load. Come on. Right, F5. It does have a pull to the right, which is kind of unusual. So if we try to land horizontally, if that's what Kimi was going on about, it breaks instantly. I've tried landing stuff horizontally on the water. I mean, if you want to try it now, or should we pop the chutes? Or should we pop the chutes really late? Instant brake is just going to break. Oh, hang on. Is it all in one piece? It's all in one piece. Hang on. Yeah, it's all in one piece. Well, that was successful. The next thing we've got to do is take off from the water and get it back to KSC. And then we've got to try it with a down stage in the water. Right, F5. Unexpected, yeah. That was really unexpected. Didn't expect that to happen. So that was opening the chutes really late. Sorry, I'm sniffing. Let me just pause the other monitor. I know. Pause the other monitor because I was listening to podcasts. Because it lifted off at about 110 meters per second or something out over there on the runway. Can we even get to 110 meters per second? I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can get enough speed. Remember, we'll be much heavier when we're picking up stages out of the water. .8, 68 meters per second, 68.3, 68.4. I just put maximum trim on it and see how it goes. Max trim. No, can't do it. Where are the locations? Where's the flags? There's a button to turn off, like that turns off the UI. F2 turns off the UI. Is there a button to turn on the flags and everything? Why aren't the flags displayed? Is there a key I'm missing? There's a moth on the monitor as well. There's a moth in my room. And my cat is snoring, because if she likes to chase moths, and if she saw that there's a moth in the room, she'd be going crazy and jumping around the room trying to get it. There's videos on TikTok of her, I think there's videos of her on YouTube as well, chasing moths, or looking at moths. Why aren't the flags displaying? I've accidentally pressed something. What I'm thinking of is having vertical takeoffs and boosters on the front to help lift. That's a good idea. Yeah, we could have like a couple of thuds on the side or something. It's getting more ridiculous. It's just getting more ridiculous. Getting more ridiculous. You've had this game for 10 years and you don't even have visual mods and the volumetric clouds. No, and we got, I think, see the waterfall effects I got installed, the waterfall effects for the jet exhausts. How come it does not run well? What doesn't run well? Go in. That could have been a better landing. Hello, Cryptic. I'm going to take a break now, okay? If this okay? I've been streaming for 2 hours, 12 minutes. Sorry if you just come in. I really want to listen to the podcast. I'm listening to it on the other monitor at the moment, so I'm going to go and grab something to eat and listen to that, okay? Wait till this reloads. Wait till Kerbal loads. It's 2:41 in the morning. Yeah, it's 2:41 in the morning. I thought that landing would have been better. That's the flag. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to see if my cat notices the moth because I got a moth that keeps landing on the monitor as well in the room. So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know about Kerbal. I'm tempted to play Derail Valley and then Kerbal after and do maybe 2 streams. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see.